Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 6th episode of the Brighter Shores Completionist series. Last episode, we first set foot in the mines of Minefighter and got our feet wet with mining and blacksmithing, as well as a little bit of Minefighter. Unfortunately, we ran into a roadblock when we could not proceed past a certain rope ladder. In this episode, we are definitely going to continue in the mines of Minefighter and see how far we can get. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Right, so here we are in the Goblin Workshop. For our first inventory, let's just take out 11 and see what happens. Let's drink an XP pot, then dump everything in. Oh, this is a completely new interface, so it's 6 ores that you can dump in. Interesting. I think then it will most likely be 1-to-1. Let's take a look. So it is 1-to-1. You should drink the first XP pot when taking out the ingots. Interesting. Okay, so the cycle is relatively easy, and it seems like that I can do a complete inventory with a single XP potion, which is pretty nice, as the last one you can't really finish it off, as the developers probably accounted for a full inventory and not an XP potion, which makes sense. We don't have a lot of ores, as we've just barely scratched the surface of mining, but I'm going to make these final 6, as the Carbonese is level 8, and the Flantium is level 16, and then we'll start doing a little bit of smithing. It's going to be interesting to see what we can do and get out of it. Okay, so with our ingots all completed, we can now use the item on the Goblin Forge. Can make a level 1 rapier. Let's just make a level 1 weapon and see what happens. Okay, so the entire animation is automated. So you would probably want to drink your XP pot beforehand. And there is our first weapon. It's an uncommon, but it's already very, very strong. And what we'll do is we'll make one for level 2, then we'll make one for level 3, and then level 4 we can't do that yet since we need level 4 blacksmithing. Oh, actually we got that, so we'll make level 4 as well. And then we'll just make the shields and the throwing weapons as well. Hopefully we'll have enough resources. Then what I'll do is I'll start attuning them and then sell the remainder. I think that's the best course of action, as that will push us easily towards initially having a couple weapons instead of having nothing at all. Oh my god, we just made a purple. Whoa. Ho, 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 ho. Interesting, and that's obviously level 3, I think that one is, right? And it's on attune, so we can easily attune it to this region. Oh my god, this profession is great. I love it. And another purple for level 5. I'll take my chances, actually, and what we'll do is we'll make a level... Let's skip a level and just make the level 5 ranged weapon. And then skip a level for the shields. I think that balances it out pretty well. Right, that's the shields taken care of as well. Got ourselves a level 3 and a level 6 shield, with the first one being a greenie and the second one being blue, so very nice. And I'm now just trying to get my hands on a better weapon, being a level 6, and see if we can get a purple from that as well. We still have a couple bars remaining, but I think this is going to be the end of it. What I want to do, actually, is slowly start working on Minefighter and see how far we can actually get. That's a blue one. Let me take a look. 38, so that's probably worse. Yes, let's attune everything, and then we'll just use it as we go, and then we can sell it later anyways. And here we are, let's attune our weapons. I've made a selection of what we need to attune, but we're just gonna attune everything, because that's easier. Right, so we made our way to the Quartermaster. What we'll do is we'll sell these level 4 and level 7. It's 611 copper, which is not bad at all. And the level 7, we can sell that too. There we go, and now we've got everything sold that we needed to sell. I think that's it, so let's make our way back to the mine southwest and start working on our Minefighter. Now, obviously, we did not make the best weapons all the time, as in the highest level, which is usually better when you want to make money. So it's going to be very interesting to see if we can actually profit from this. With that being said, I quickly want to visit this ore store and see how much 4 iron ore costs, as it requires us 4 iron ore to make a weapon. So 4 iron ore costs us 330 copper each, so that's 1320 copper in total. So if you can get above that for the sell value, then we're basically golden. If we get under that, then we're losing money. So it's probably going to be the higher we go, at some point we'll get a break point, at which point we'll start making money. So yeah, not bad at all. I think that this skill might be profitable at some point, but we're only level 7, so realistically we don't know anything. And we actually need to be level 1 Minefighter to equip this weapon, so the first one we'll have to probably kick him down with our teeth or something like that. Even though they're level 4, we're going to try our hand at these tentacles and see if we can actually kill them. There are monsters here which are level 0 and level 2, so we might use that, but I just want to take a look and see if we can do it or not. The main advantage of these tentacles is that they are static, meaning that we can just step back one tile and we'll be fine. Easy. There we go, that's 200 and... that's already a single level. Very, very nice. Well then, give us our weapon. That will definitely help. Let's take this. What is this? It is for the Potion Reagents Bank, and it is a 9-minute potent potion fear. Oh my god. It does require 104 alchemy, which is very, very high, but nevertheless, it seems very nice. Right, let's continue killing these. I think we'll be more than fine in just killing these guys for a while. Let's obviously switch to the best weapon that we have, which is for this area. And look at that, we're already wiping the floor with him. Another knowledge point, again in fishing. Moving over to level 44 already. The next one will definitely bring us that. And that's level 2, which also immediately means that we get a weapon upgrade. Actually, we don't, since this is worse. So we'll have to go for another level in order to actually get that. Whoa ho ho, we got angular bone legs, which is only for a guardian, but still... Look at that, we got a purple from these monsters, that's amazing. And that's level 3, we got ourselves an uncommon longsword, which will replace our epic from episode 2. As well as the fact that we can now wield our rare melee weapon, and we can also wear our first shield. And 2 kills later, we can now wear the level 4 stuff. Oh wait, we can actually wield the gauntlets as well, that we got a little bit earlier, so that's nice. I do have to say, the fact that you can craft your own weapons is just amazing. This will help us so much, also with other professions. So at some point during this series, we will definitely spend a lot of time training blacksmithing, because oh my god, the difference this makes initially is so good. It will definitely shave off a couple of hours when looking at it from the grand scheme of things. And there we go, that's level 5, but also some uncommon plate legs, which is very nice. We can now wield our best weapon that we've crafted ourselves. Actually, we also got an upgrade for the throwing weapons, and then we only need to upgrade our shield. At that point, I will reset the kill later, some common plate boots, which already make a huge difference. Going to dump everything in the storage rift for the glutinous suckers, which is a funny name, and we'll pick up some iron ore here as well. Now I do have to go back to Hopeport since I want to pick up the fear potions that we have for easier travel to some regions. I think that might be useful, as well as the fact that I think it might be a good idea to also pick up the health potions that we have, since in the previous episode I think we bought like 100 plus. Also immediately clearing out the quartermaster bank. That way we have everything open. And here we are, just east of the tentacles. There are the fire toads. Now, it's very busy here, so I'm gonna have to take a look if I can see if there's more here somewhere close by, because the competition is very high here. Oh my god, here too. Well, we'll have to just start joining them and claim a toad or two for ourselves. There's really nothing else that we can do. Let's take a look if we can actually kill them.
A few moments later.
These are very, very easy to kill. We don't require a health potion whatsoever. The eyes are a very common drop. Hey, look at that. Let's take a look. Oh, nice. Upgrade. The eyes are a very, very common drop. So your inventory fills quite quickly. And since this is all for the apothecary, we'll have to find our way to a deposit box. Another knowledge point, which is going to be... No, it's not level up. That's a shame. We did get level 11 Minefighter, which is very nice. Let's deposit everything to the quartermaster. And then instead of going back, we are going to go to Hope Forest Central, which is only 2 tiles away for a deposit box, being the storage rift. So that's definitely what we are going to take. Obviously, we have to pass the Wendigos every time. But it's a shorter run even when we have to cast immunity, so we're more than good. And at this moment it looks like we're golden, as a lot of people are here engaging the Wendigos. So we can just deposit everything and then make our way back to the Mines of Minefighter. Seems to be the easiest and best strategy. Picked up ourselves a new chainmail torso, which is for level 6. As that is the highest that these monsters can drop. It also seems like we can get roughly 3 kills per XP pot, which is not bad at all. Look at that, rare chainmail legs, and we can wear these. These are a huge upgrade. Very nice. Also level 12 Minefighter. And new boots, and there is our first helmet finally, and look at that. Decent stats at that too. Very nice. That means only the chest plate is now the thing that we don't have from this area. Epic. And we can use it. Oh, very nice. That is something we love to see. That's gonna carry us for a very long time. A very long time. Also, it has just come to my attention that the level 18 blobs that I want to kill, I can't reach them as I also am stuck behind the rope ladder. So we'll probably be forced to complete the quest a little bit earlier. What I'm considering doing is continuing to level 15 or 18 and then just craft some weapons and see if I can get the best weapons that I can get. I've also set up the transmogs, as in disabled all of them with the exception of the hat. And I think the black sand hat looks really nice with the gear that we currently have. And that is the end, because our Mines of Mantuban equipment is full, so we'll have to fully reset. And that is the quartermaster emptied out. Let's sell everything for 8 silver. Let's make our way back to the mines, but what I want to do actually is see if we can take on a different monster. And here we are, just to the south of the fire toads are these brittle skeleton miners. These skeleton miners are, let me take a look, they attack with necrome, they are immune to necrome, which kind of makes sense since they're skeletons, and they are vulnerable to arborate. It is a close fight, but we are able to kill them. I most likely will have to at some point drink a health potion or two in order to actually survive. However, engaging with the ranged weapon worked out pretty well this kill, so yeah, that's something we'll keep in mind. Also picked up these uncommon throwing blades. They are 42 strength, so they are a little bit better than the ones we currently have. And there it is, the uncommon plate torso for level 8. There we go. Very, very nice. That means that all of our equipment is now attuned to the Mines of Mantuban, which is exactly what we wanted. And that really sets us up for continuing Minefighter at some point. Plus also completing several quests which require combat. I'm very, very happy. I still want to continue a little bit further, get a bit higher level, as I believe that some monsters are like level 17, level 18, so I just want to get a little bit of room in order to make it easier on myself. Another knowledge point, which will definitely go into fishing, and there we go, that is level 44. Very nice. Wait, did I see that correctly? Yes, that's also an upgrade for another fishing spear, so we'll definitely pick that up once we head back to Hopeport, once we have to clean out everything. Look at that. A purple chainmail torso, which is unattuned, which is not a problem, but it's 60. And let's take a look at our current torso. 47, so it's much, much better. And there's better gauntlets. We just got other gauntlets as well, but these are better. And there is level 18 Minefighter, as well as another knowledge point. This is exactly the position that we want to be in. Here we are, let's attune this, and then take a look. Look at that difference, guys. What more could you want? Very nice. Right, back to Hopeport, sell everything. That's another 12 silver in the bank, which is very nice. We're doing okay on money. The Minefighter profession really gives a decent amount of money, I want to say. Now, what I want to do is I want to start buying some ore. So I'm going to buy the maximum amount, and I think I'm going to run between 100 and 200 ores and see how far we can get with our blacksmithing, as we're sitting on a level 5 rapier, which is a rare, which is very nice. But I want to see if we can get a little bit better. That would be amazing. And since we're going to be pushing the highest level that we can do continuously, it will also allow us to get an insight whether or not this is profitable, as the ore price is static, because if we can make money doing blacksmith, then that will immediately turn from a very useful profession to our utmost priority at all times. Obviously, there's still episode 4, Chronopolis, which we haven't explored yet, and I know there's a lot of money there as well from what I've seen and heard online. However, this profession makes all combat a lot easier, so it's something I definitely want to focus on. Right, that is 146 iron ore. I think that's more than enough to see how far we can get, so let's see to what level we can push this with. Unfortunately, you have to drink your XP potion before even adding ore to the goblin smelter, as when you've pumped the bellows and then try to drink it just before you collect the ingots from the mold, you will just lose all progress and the ores will be returned to you. So that's something to keep in mind. I've just tested it for multiple inventories, and it is indeed the case that a single XP potion will carry your entire inventory for smelting. This means that the entire inventory obviously takes just under 2 minutes, which is not bad at all. That's all the bars smelted. Now, unfortunately, we cannot change our Florian Canibreeze yet, as that is the Gnome Forge, and we don't have any access to this. So that means that we can't process them. And the Flantium is level 16, so unless the iron ore is able to push us towards level 16, we won't be able to use that either. All the weapons are unattuned when you make them. This plays into the quest that we recently completed, being the Brand of Inheritance, as it will allow you to have more access to the unattuned weapon slots. So what we can do is we can just, if we have the resources, fill up everything that we can, and then fill our inventory even further, and then head over to the Quartermaster in Hopeport, sell everything, and then come back. So it's a very easy and fast cycle with the new update. So that's very, very nice that we got 2 rows added to that, because I believe it was plus 16. And we immediately got ourselves a purple, which is worth 3 silver and 630 copper. It's probably a little close to call right now. I think it's probably roughly break even at this level. However, the rapier, which you can make at level 0, has a level range until level 36. So assuming you have level 36... Hey, look at that knowledge point, very nice. So assuming you have level 36 blacksmithing, that means that you can make the best out of the iron ore, which is great. Shields will go until level 44, so that's also something to take into account. There is money here, I can feel it. I just sense it in my bones that guys were sitting on a pile of gold, you wouldn't even believe it. The only thing we really have to do is shovel it by mining it or buying it, and then just blacksmith the hell out of it. This is going to be amazing. Let's go for this. Now, it is significantly obvious that the majority of the XP seems to be, at this moment for me, smelting of the ores to the bars. It kind of makes sense. Look at that. That's a purple shield. That gave us a lot of XP. Let's take a look. So this is worth 5 silver. So yeah, the shield is profit too. Let's just continue, since we can now do level 13. Let's just continuously make shields. I'm assuming that if we want to hit to level 18, which is our Minefighter level, we'll probably have to buy, I think, about 200 to 300 ores more and process those as well. But it's gonna be well worth it, because it's gonna put us in such a great position for questing, for combat, for... Oh, I'm so excited, guys. And that is everything smelted, with exception of 3 bars, but we can't really process that. I'm very interested to see how much money we'll have. So we actually started with 1761, so we spent probably 50 silver in order to get these things done. That was 43 silver. And this is another 19 silver. We definitely made money. Okay, let's immediately head back and let's start buying more ores. We're almost level 15, so I think I'm gonna do 200 and see how far that can actually carry us. Right, that's 207 iron ores. I also picked up 2 inventories of the Flantium ore, as from level 16 onwards we can process these and make a basic longsword. This will allow for some flexibility. Obviously, I would love to hit level 18 and then also try to get basic throwing knives, which can also be purple. However, this will require us to also get some coarse pine poles. I don't think we have anything in the bank which is related to pine, so we'll probably have to chop that or buy that at some point, but I think I'll buy that. We have already passed level 18, so we can make the common throwing knives, and I will buy that. But here's another knowledge point, and we're gonna dump that into fishing for 45 fishing. We have only just started processing the Flantium ore, and my daughter is helping me do this, which means that it went a little bit slower. She's currently counting the ores. So, oh, wait, Daddy made a mistake, sorry. It's going to be very easy, so we'll buy a couple of the poles that we need in the Hope Forest area, and then it seems very likely that we can finish up with everything level 18. Also total level 555, which is very nice to see. So here we are in the carpenter's workshop with the timber merchant, and we need the pine poles, which are these ones. Now I'm just gonna buy the max. I think I'll just do 2 inventories. That should be more than enough for us to snatch a purple. Right, and then let's also immediately start by trying to get the ranged weapon. There we go, second attempt, and we've already got them. Very nice. And there's the rapier, very nice. 64 strength compared to 51, so that's a big difference. We're now gonna try for a shield. On second thought, we don't even need the shield as we have the epic. I completely forgot about that. So we'll just finish crafting it, and then we'll switch over to getting the 2-handed weapon, and then we'll be done. Right, that's everything. I'm going to continue with some of these ores, and I'm going to make the highest level. It's not for the money per se, but I want to get this knowledge point, as we've unlocked a new AFK activity, being the Sterlet for level 45, which will really help us getting into that Journeyman Fisher Cape. And there is the knowledge point for the Fisher, and here we are. Let's attune these things. 1, 2, and finally 3. Very nice. Let's equip, and let's equip. Now, the two-hander is stronger than the rapier, which is fun to see. It really allows for flexibility, given the fact that we also obviously have that epic shield. And there we go. That's gonna sell everything for 18 silver, which pushes us back to 1674. Not bad. It's end of day for me, so I'm going to set up the AFK activity. Obviously, we need to get different bait, being the grubby grubs. So let's take a look if we still have some, because I believe we do. Yeah, we still have 6.5, so that's very nice. Let's trade Melv. Also, we need to buy the fishing spear. Don't want to forget that. And then the grubs. Let's buy 10. Right, and now we can set up at the Invincible. So let's AFK. Hopefully, it's gonna be around 20 hours, maybe a little bit less if I can get up early, which I'm really hoping to do, as I want to make some decent progress tomorrow, just as we did today. It's going to be interesting to see how much fishing XP we are going to be able to get, as this is obviously a new type of fish, and it seems to be great. 721 XP with the card bonus, obviously. Still, we're closing in on level 50 fishing, which is another free cape. We're going to get another AFK activity level 48, so if we can get 48, that would be amazing, but it's very unlikely. I think that will take 48 hours of fishing. Only a couple of hours of AFK. Had some time during the day, so I might as well. Still have a level, very nice indeed. Here we are with Pops and Gamajig, what a name. What we're going to do is we're going to complete the quest on the Trail of Corruption, which is this one. It will allow us to get upriver and continue our mining as well as our blacksmithing, as it will also allow us access to the Gnome Forge. So let's dive right in. So apparently it's because of this animal, this thing, that we can't get past the rope ladder. He seems to be a little bit greedy and wants an amethyst crystal, so I'll try to find that for him. And by following the moth, we managed to find the amethyst crystal, just stuck in the wall. Happy that we've got that unlocked. That means that technically we should be able to get up on the rope ladder. Well, Skellig, here's your crystal. Hoppa. And please lower the ladder. Come on. Thank you. It seems like we've got a fight on our hands. Let's kill them all. And once these doors open, we have the Gnome Forge unlocked. There it is. Happy to have this unlocked. We'll spend a lot of time here. Which means we'll come into contact with new resources, as well as the usage of gas leeches. And as we anticipated in a previous episode, I think, we are back at the Gragnit Cave. Now, this apparently is a maze, so we'll have to walk a very specific route in order to not get slammed back to the wall and break every bone in our back. So let's try this. During the quest, we had to gather several items. Let's all use these on the crystal and heal it. Well, those were very, very easy quests. Really can't complain, only took like half an hour at most, whilst also recording. So, yeah, not bad at all. We're currently sitting on the Horn of Hope port, but I'm gonna leave that for another time, because I think this is a great time to end off the episode. We did a lot of things, and especially in the Mines of Mentuben, we really dumped our feet into that. We got our feet wet, and honestly, there's a bright future for us in the Mines of Mentuben, more so than perhaps even in Hopeport and Hope oak forest. This is going to be a very nice region for us. With that being said, hopefully you did enjoy the episode. If you did, then consider dropping a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.